Just one more thing, guys, is that if you have been out riding and the thing has always accepted a charge, but all of a sudden you find that you come back from a ride and for some reason it's not accepting a charge, a key place to look is actually just in front of this battery. So as a continuation of what we were talking about before, this is the left side panel of the Gio 2000. This has been removed. There's this screw here. There is a Allen key bit bolt here. And then there is another screw here and another screw in the back right up here, or up top, just slightly. So this is all you need to remove this panel. So once you do that, then you are going to want to disconnect this top battery. And this is for whether you're doing periodic battery charging every 4 to 6 weeks, which is recommended if you have one of these bikes, especially during the winter time. You'll want to bring these batteries inside and make sure that they are charged and topped up. Otherwise, you run the risk of killing your batteries. So if you live in a very cold place, make sure that you for sure bring these inside. And regardless, every 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to want to charge up these batteries to keep the maximized life. So right now we're going to take off this. I'm going to take my little 8mm socket right here, and we will remove the positive terminal. Again, if it's easy for you, take a photo of how this is all set up so you don't forget how to put it back together. Okay, so we're going to take that off. And again, I'll use my little Phillips head screwdriver. Just makes it slightly easier once you break it. Break the bolt, okay. So we have this is the positive side unhooked. We now have to bring the battery out slightly at an angle. This is a bit tricky, so you might need a hand doing it. It might help. Let's see if this 8mm will fit on there. Crack that little bolt, come in with my screwdriver and try to get it the rest of the way. And it is a bit tricky. Okay. Basically out of there now. Again, it might be a lot easier to have somebody help you hold this. Okay, now the battery is free. Put that down, and I'll just reconnect my little bolts so I don't miss them. Don't lose them, okay. That is there. So now, on the inside, if you look up here, and you're experiencing, like I said, a charging problem after you've been riding, and when it usually takes a charge, it's quite easy. What we found here is that this plug, I've now since strapped it here shut, because before we found it kind of on an angle. If it's just slightly out, then the bike itself will not receive a charge. So what you want to do is make sure that this connection is nice and tight. Right now it will not come apart, and this essentially solved the trouble with this Gio. And now it receives a charge, no problem. All the batteries are relatively fine, and they will charge to their full potential. So that's it. Putting it back together, you just follow the steps in reverse. Make sure you take photos just for your own reference. And yeah, all this requires is you can access it relatively easily here. Just strap it. You don't have to take out the other side battery. And there you go. You'll be all done. Put everything back very carefully. And that's it. Thanks, guys.